Percy Jackson. Because my daughters, they're so crazy about Percy Jackson. I invite them to this video, let them talk about Percy Jackson. So let's hear what they want to say. Am I okay?
Hey, Dad, maybe they'll talk to you again if you learn a little bit about Pepsi Jackson, huh?
Pepsi Jackson? No, you told me Percy Jackson.
I do now. So I suppose I am, of course, a big fan of Percy Jackson, Heroes of Olympus, all those other series that Rick Riordan has written. I have read almost every single one of his books, which I'm a big fan. And I suppose there are a couple of characters which I feel had a really, really, really unfair death. I suppose there are 4. There's Charles Beckendorf, which I feel was really unfair. Both him and Percy were trying to, I don't know, prevent Luke and Kronos from like doing bad stuff, so they were basically on a ship. And although Percy was able to survive the explosion on the ship, Charles Beckendorf could not. He could not breathe underwater, and neither could he probably have survived it, which is really sad. He is the son of the god of fire, and the thing that makes it really sad is he died because of the fire and the explosion. I suppose another one is his girlfriend Selena. She was really, really brave to go into war disguised as someone else who was the leader of a lot of the other people. And because she knew that this other person wasn't gonna do it. And I suppose she was really, really brave to do it, although she did get herself killed in the process. And I know she did do it because she kind of tried to avenge Charles, and kind of the same way Charles did, she was the daughter of the goddess of love, Aphrodite, and she died because of love, which is really, really sad. Suppose person number 3 would be Luke Castellan. He was, although in the Percy Jackson series he may have been kind of like a villain and a very, very bad person, in the end, he did die like a hero. Because in the end, he did try to stop everything that was going on, but he just was too weak to do it, and he didn't have any more power left in him. And he managed to stop everything by killing himself in the process, and that was really sad, because I feel that action, I mean, he was very, very brave to do it, and I feel he really, really should have got like a chance to live after that, because he had already realized all of his mistakes and he wanted to go back in time and fix everything, but he couldn't, which was really, really sad. I suppose the last and final person I think had a really unfair death was Jason Grace. He died in the Trials of Apollo series, which was unfair. He broke up with his girlfriend Piper because in a specific mission that he was supposed to do, it was going to probably sacrifice one of them. And he wanted to make sure that she wasn't, like, her life wasn't taken in the process. And he went alone, and which was really, really brave. And when he started fighting against everybody else, he didn't really survive, which I feel was kind of really, really unfair. He probably still had so much ahead of him. And if you have read the Heroes of Olympus series, which was a series that happened before that, he apparently had just reunited with his sister after many years, and they had only gotten to spend 1 or 2 years together before he had suffered that very, very sad death. I suppose what makes it even worse is the fact that his girlfriend Piper broke up with him because of the fact that their parents, the gods, had been the people who attempted to just put them together. Piper's mother is the goddess of love and beauty, Aphrodite, and she felt it was unfair because that was her mother, and it was basically like her mother who had been kind of forcing them together, and she felt she wanted to be able to go on her own and take her own path rather than have things decided for her, even though she really did love him. And that's just really unfair.